up, guys? Welcome to another beautiful sunny day. We got Aaron. What are you looking at?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
You haven't figured it out yet?
No.
Well, you watched me down there moving pallets for about 30 minutes, and you didn't offer to help. I noticed that.
Yeah.
We know what that means, bro, right?
I see a 4.
Get over here, dog.
There it is.
That means we hit 40,000 subscribers, Aaron. 40,000 subscribers. That's insane.
I knew that steering wheel was going to be a big hit.
I think Squig was the bigger hit, bro. I wanted to come out and celebrate with all the boys.
Hey, guys.
Everybody.
What's up?
We've been doing a lot of job site filming lately, so I know that's what you guys like. I know you guys like job sites, you guys like trucks, and of course you guys love Aaron, so I wanted to come out, celebrate with these boys, and thank you guys for 40,000 subscribers. Welcome to another video, guys, and as you guys saw from the intro, we hit 40,000 subscribers. I want to sincerely thank every single one of you guys that have subscribed to my channel. I never thought this channel would grow so big, so fast, so thank you. And to show my support to everybody that watches my videos and has subscribed to my channel, everybody that goes over to workforitapparel.com, the link will be right here, and places an order of a Workforit shirt or a Workforit hat in the next 48 hours after this video is released. I'm going to put all of your orders on the ground with the box open, toss 40, maybe $80 up in the air. Whatever lands in the box is yours to keep. Hell, I might even put an entire $40 in some orders. So workforitapparel.com, get those orders in the next 48 hours, and I will make sure I take care of all of you guys too. Thank you guys for getting this channel to be so big so fast. I can already see the amount of comments right now about everybody seeing me without my sunglasses. Now the funny thing is there's like 4 or 5 videos where I don't have sunglasses on for at least some part of the video, and nobody seems to notice it. They'll say it in the video. The videos that even have me without sunglasses, they'll say, hey, how come this guy never takes his sunglasses off? Even though I'm literally in the video about 3 times without them. So we're back here at the house. So as you guys know, I am a huge supporter of law enforcement. And speaking of sunglasses, it just got bright outside, so let's put them on. So you guys know I'm a huge supporter of law enforcement. Always have been, always will be. They are in a weird spot in our country right now, and they need all the support we can give them. So I've had some people send me patches, and I display them in my truck. Let us see what we got in here right now. I know we got Thurston County Sheriff. Oh, sorry, dropped that patch. I know we got Thurston County Sheriff and some other stuff. So, you know, I really do support law enforcement. And I've been thinking of a way, or trying to think of a way, that I can really show my support on the truck full time. And I know we all fly the thin blue line flag on our trucks, but they're not exactly practical to have out there full time. They're gonna get tattered. The sun's gonna eat it up. So I want something that I can really run full time. Now, I can't take credit for this idea because I've seen it somewhere else before, but I think it's really gonna complement the truck. And what I'm talking about doing is, I'm thinking about kind of ghosting in a thin blue line flag via decal on both of the rear windows on my truck. Now, on my old truck, which was a 2005 Silverado with a 6.0 gas motor in it, my old truck, I had the POW MIA flag on either side of my truck because, you know, I was very passionate about that. We still have a lot of people missing in action and unaccounted for, and yet people seem to forget about that. So my old truck was kind of dedicated to that. This truck I kind of want to dedicate more towards law enforcement, first responders, that kind of stuff. So I really think this is going to be a nice feature. Now you can probably find thin blue line flag decals and all that stuff online, but being me, I try to do a lot of stuff on my own, and being that I'm completely set up to manufacture decals, being that I make every single Workforit decal myself, I'm going to make this decal myself. So you guys might notice there's no dining room table in my dining room, I guess. That is actually literally, this house has been turned into Workforit HQ, Workforit Factory. My dining room table is actually upstairs in the loft where all of my Workforit decal manufacturing gets done. I feel like I need to do a house tour in one of these videos. I mean, I got some crazy stuff going on in this house. A lot of cleaning supplies right now. I got a buddy coming into town. He's staying with me for a weekend, him and his girl, until he finds a new place to live down here. He's moving back down to my city, so he's one of my best friends. Can't wait to show him to you guys in a bunch of my videos. He's got a pretty badass 80s Chevy with the old Detroit diesel, so I think you guys will really dig that truck. So here's where the dining room table has been moved to. This is the upstairs loft slash music room slash music room. That's it. So if you guys don't know, I am a drummer. Been playing for, I don't know, since I was about 9 years old, maybe a little bit younger. Don't play as much as I'd like to anymore, but it's there whenever I get the urge. Got a few guitars, amps for when friends come over and we want to jam. And I get asked this a ton. I always get asked what kind of music I'm into. And I will say country music now, not pop country, not bro country, not this crap that most people listen to. And I will never listen to any of the shit that's on the radio because it literally all sounds the same. You can't tell when one song ends and the other starts. So I'm into, like, you know, if it comes to new shit, I'm obviously into the classics, Merle, Waylon. I like Jamie Johnson. But if you guys want to listen to some new shit and shit that's actually coming out, check out shit coming out of Texas, Oklahoma. A lot of Red Dirt music, Stoney LaRue, Randy Rogers Band, Whiskey Myers, all those kinds of guys. That's good, down home, real shit. And you know, my biggest pet peeve in the world is these fake musicians, literally puppets up on stage singing. I'm a musician. I appreciate musicianship. I appreciate singer-songwriters. I don't like people that buy songs. I like people that actually have the talent to write their own songs, write their own music. You ever notice when Luke Bryan or Blake Shelton gets up on stage, he's got a guitar in his hand, he's strumming that guitar, all of a sudden takes the guitar off to grab the microphone, you hear zero pitch change in the song because he was not actually playing guitar. So we got a few set lists from some shows I've been to. We got Blackberry Smoke. I've seen them a couple times. Actually met them, you know, hung out with them by our tour bus. I'll post a picture of that right here. Signed Blackberry Smoke set list from a different show. Set list from Chris Stapleton. I was able to see him in like a 1,000-seat venue right before he blew up. Amazing, loved it. Cody Canada, The Departed. Cody Canada, The Departed signed Drumheads. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have it already drawn up in the computer. Obviously I'm going to do these in a matte black, and then the blue is obviously going to be blue. I just did it red on the computer for illustrative purposes so you guys can see it on the camera better. So I've got my matte black vinyl here. We'll load this on up into the machine and then we'll get to cutting. As simple as hitting cut. And I'll show you guys just how dedicated I am to the Workforit brand and the Workforit lifestyle. This machine is legitimately in my bedroom. I don't sleep very well, and I wanted a machine close by. I didn't want to outsource to a company. If I had a new idea or a new design concept, I wanted to be able to make it on my own. So I dedicated my bedroom, my house, everything to the Workforit brand, and to really push how important it is to get out there and work. Don't be ashamed you're a blue-collar worker. And in fact, be fucking proud that you get out there and work your ass off and, you know, really put in the time and effort it takes to establish yourself and pay your way through society. Lots of stars. Alright guys, so we got this cut on the old vinyl cutter over here. So now we're going to do what is called weeding. And you know, the difference between a decal and a sticker is that there's actually an assembly process involved. Slowly but surely, this is a very tedious process. Here's where it gets really fun, but you'll actually start to really see the flag take shape, is picking out every single one of these stars. And there we go. We've got one matte black American flag. All right, so we've got our blue stripe cut now. So now we need to physically combine the two colors. And that is why decals, number one, cost more than stickers, but they also are a lot more time consuming. Now I get asked a lot why I don't make a red, white, and blue Workforit decal like the white and red ones. Well, every time you add a color to a decal, you double the material and you double the amount of labor. So there's basically 2 times the amount of material that go into these and 2 times the amount of labor to make a 2-color. If you make a 3-color, it's now triple the material and triple the labor, which would make for a really expensive decal. And I don't want anybody to think I'm ripping them off because I would have to charge a lot more than the 2-color ones for a 3-color. That is really the main reason I have not put one out yet. I don't want you guys to think that I'm just charging more because it's red, white, and blue, because it actually is 3 times the amount of material and 3 times the amount of labor. And there we have it, one nice thin blue line American flag. So now we have one more step. We need to take transfer paper, put it over top of the flag. That'll allow us to peel it off of the backing paper and apply it to the window. And it seems to work the best, especially on big decals like this. Perfect, so we got our decal done. Let's head down to the truck and get this thing installed. Now I've been trying to wait for a much cooler day to do this install, but it has just been so hot this past week that today's just gonna have to be the day. It is not ideal to do an install. You don't want to do an install on a black window when it is this hot out. especially when you're using the method I'm using, which is the wet apply method. Speaking of wet apply method, yes, that is in fact a pregnant stripper on my door. So obviously, first things first, you want to make sure your window is squeaky clean because you want this install to last. Yes, I'm standing on a bucket. We're going to position the decal in place where we want it. I made it bigger than the window, knowing that I would be trimming it down to fit. There we go, taper into place. Kind of create like a center hinge. Well, you can just see the wind right there. Doing this on a windy day is also not the greatest idea. All right, so we're all taped down. So now is where the fun begins. I've got my plastic squeegee. You can use a credit card. I've got my X-Acto knife, and I've got Windex. Now, this is the wet apply method. So for those of you guys that have ordered the XL Workforit decal for your back windows or wherever you're putting it, I include instructions for this method. So this video will actually help you guys out if you guys order those decals. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to start to peel back the transfer tape here and reveal our decal. Come all the way back to that center hinge that we created, and then going to cut away, and obviously make sure you don't cut into your paint. Then you're actually going to spray the back of the decal plus the window with, they make transfer fluid, but Windex works just as good. Soak down the window and soak down the decal. This will ensure you have time to move it, position it a couple times if you need to, and it'll also help get all the air bubbles out. So I'm gonna set my X-Acto knife down, take the decal over, and start from the middle, work my way out, and just press her on down into place. All right, so now that you got the one side done, and all the water squeegeed out, or all the Windex squeegeed out, you can remove your hinge point, aka your tape, flip it over, and then do the same thing on this side. So now once you have all of the Windex squeegeed out from the back, and I mean give it a real good squeegee, then what you're gonna wanna do is spray Windex on the front of the transfer paper. Now what this is going to do is it's going to loosen up the adhesive on the back side of it and allow it to come off much easier without pulling on the decal at all. Now you guys are probably wondering what happened down here. Well, I accidentally fucked up and cut a stripe too short. I didn't realize the window was rolled down just enough that rolling up it left like a weird cut here. So not an issue for me. I'm going to go ahead and just recut that one stripe and then I'll hand lay it in later. So not a big deal, but you'll see the transfer tape's really loosening up now, and we can begin to start to pull it. You want to go slow because remember there still might be a little bit of Windex under the decal, so you don't want any of that to pull out when you are doing this. Well, as you guys can see, I fucked up on two stripes, so I recut them, and I'm just going to peel them off and apply them by hand and hopefully eyeball them right into place where they go. Not sure this is going to work out that well, but we're going to give it a shot here. We'll just piece it into place. And there we go, just like that. After a couple of hiccups, I think it actually turned out pretty good here. So we'll just give it a good wipe down, get any residue or any of that off of it, and finish this bad boy up. So here it is, guys, nice and beautifully ghosted in. As you can see, the opposing stripes shine nice and bright and beautiful, look like a mirror. And then I thought about going with a matte on the blue, but I wanted, when you're standing back at a distance, all you to see is the shiny blue stripe. So it essentially looks like two flags. So it looks like just the regular thin blue line flag, because at a distance you're not going to see the black on black. It's just going to look like that's all black. And then when you get up close, you see that it is the ghosted in American flag with the thin blue line. Well, guys, I had to get into the air conditioning. It is so hot and humid outside. I need to install the other side, obviously, so they match the two back windows. But I'm not going to bore you guys with watching me do that again. So I want to really thank all of our men and women of law enforcement, our first responders, our military. I think this truck's going to be a good tribute to law enforcement. They need, they don't get as much recognition nowadays as they really deserve and as they should. So hopefully me doing this lets you guys know, hey, there are people out there that are really pulling for you guys, and we support you guys wholeheartedly. So to all the men and women that are laying down their line for us, whether it be law enforcement, EMTs, fire department, any first responders, military, thank all of you guys. I've had a bunch of people send me patches, so if you guys would like to send me a patch from your unit, your department, whatever, I would be honored to display it in my truck. There's a link down below. You'll see my email in the information section. You guys shoot me an email, shoot you my PO box, and like I said, I'd be honored to run your guys' patch. Now that being said, thank all of my viewers and subscribers for getting us to 40K. Again, I cannot thank you guys enough. Now we're coming up on 50K. For 30K, we did a 30K challenge. Me and Chris had a drag race, his truck versus my truck. Now, we need to do something cool for 50K. So if you guys have an idea, drop it in the comment section. Let me know. Maybe your guys' idea will get picked. But we want something cool to kind of entice getting to 50K. So please, guys, give us an idea for a 50K challenge. And remember, if you guys order a Workforit shirt or a Workforit hat for the next 48 hours after this video is posted, I will be giving away $40 to at least one order, or throwing $40, and whatever lands in your box, that's what you get to keep. So, workforitapparel.com. And if you wouldn't mind, please give this video a thumbs up. And I want to thank all of my old subscribers. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you guys. And if you have not clicked the subscribe button, please do so now. I have a lot more content coming for you guys. I think we got a lot of really exciting stuff planned. You guys are really going to love it. So with that, guys, I'm out. Thanks. Later.
Damn. Yeah.